You know what's sad out here with this government shutdown? This government shutdown is giving a reality check of where they want the economy to go. I don't give a damn how many times people say, yo, you voted for this, you voted for that. At the end of the day, nobody should be able to be in the house and vote people out of work and say that we're trying to get things together and we're trying to do all these things, and people all of a sudden just stop getting paid. All because people that are making millions and millions of dollars decide to say, look, we're going to stop everything. So people got to wait on their paychecks. I don't know if you understand when they talk about furlough. My mom used to be in government. She just retired. She was forced into retirement, should I say. But at the end of the day, I don't have a dislike about this administration or last administration. I feel as though that nobody's really for regular people. And when I say regular people, I'm regular. At the end of the day, everybody like to feel like they're so high, superior, and everything. We're not billionaires and millionaires. Most of us not. Some of us make real good money, but at the end of the day, what does that really mean when taxes just tear you up? At the end of the day, we at a point now where as though we cannot look at government to save you. You're not. But when you got people that work in government that's actually at a point now where so their jobs are on thin ice. Let's be real. You got people in government right now that's on a furlough, not getting paid. Don't even know if they're going to report back to work. They don't even know if they're going to have a check in the next several weeks. They don't know how long this holdout is going to be. Remember, the people that started this are the ones that are in Congress. They rolling in bread. They rolling in money. You look at anybody in Congress, their salary. When you look at their salaries 140 to 200 or something thousand. That's their salary. But how much money do they have? Millions. They showed one Congress lady, her salary was 170,000. You would probably look at that and say, damn, that's pretty good salary, right? Yeah. She's over 30 something million. Something's off. Why is something off? You know why? Because Congress is about washing money. This is why when they get in bed, they go in Congress. Next thing you know, they got all type of deals going on in the background. That's why people love to be in politics. That's why you see people switch up. They can go in with certain morals, but then the morals change. Why? How many of you will have a job and you say, I got morals, I'm going to make sure I stand for something? You making 150,000. You loving. You like, man, I'm making good. And then all of a sudden, we look at you a year or 2 years in, you like, everything that they said they was going to do, they kind of like reared off and did something else. Now all of a sudden, when they became the people's pleaser, they become the most hated. Why? What happens in the background a lot of times when people are in position? Money start rolling behind the scenes. You start looking at their salaries, you're like, damn. Why is it that when you look at certain areas, like for instance, I'm familiar with Philly from moving from there. Being from certain areas, you get a chance to be accustomed to certain things that happen. I remember when we had Mayor Nutter, we had different mayors, and you had Mayor Street, and you had them operating from different perspectives. Nutter was hated. I'm sorry. I lived not far from him, down the street. And I remember just seeing how people hated him because they was like, yo, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? But then we had Street. I believe that was Street. He started operating efficiently, like he was cleaning up the streets. But then all of a sudden you start seeing certain things happen in the background, and people are like, man, they ain't doing right by us. I started noticing that's how Congress is ran. Congress is ran off of bullshit. Once the money gets to flowing, the mind starts wondering different. It's like, oh, I wanted to do these things, but ooh, I'm a millionaire now. If you take a person from making 70 to 80,000, then all of a sudden they take that step into government and they start making a good 160 to 180 to even maybe 200, that's all right, got you. And then all of a sudden, you see things just turn different. All because they have a change of heart. And then that change of heart turns into them becoming a millionaire. And then next thing you know, you're like, wait a minute, how did all these contracts get null and void that was supposed to help my city? And then it just turned my city upside down, because now all of a sudden people are no longer looking at the city as prosperous. It's looking as a cash cow. That's what Congress is doing. Congress is trying to wash their hands off of so many things. That's why the medical field look like shit. Because why? You're seeing too many people starting to see so many things starting to skyrocket. You're seeing medical look like something like the mob. Like the way the medical field has been ran is out of hand. Everything is so high. It is what it is. I think we at a time now where you can't no longer, you never could rely on government. But now you already know now from even the Biden administration. Biden administration told people loan forgiveness, forgiven. Your debt is forgiven. We're talking about the loans when it comes to school loans. What happened? So he's about to leave office. F y'all, release. Everybody was like, whoa, hold up. But what happens? People that are Democrats, we stand for this. Oh, he lied to us. Now Trump is in. Oh, Democrats rule. And now you got Republicans doing that thing. It's like, wait a minute, we love Republican now. And people in government are now out of work right now till further notice. And now we're looking at everybody like, damn, don't nobody give a damn about us. You know why? They don't really care about us. Yeah, they don't. And they never will. They never will because they're not supposed to. You know why they're not supposed to? Because people don't value their own time and space. People work. And at the end of the day, as you work, you start to forget about real life because you're so embedded to your job, that paycheck, which we are. We need that paycheck. But you know what happens when you get that paycheck? You forget about how much your taxes keep like going up. They keep draining the swamp. They keep taking your taxes little by little by little. And then next thing you know, you're like, where the fuck is my money? You don't even know where your money went. Why? And then all of a sudden, we get a new president. And not to say he's doing the right thing, but at the end of the day, you start to have an eye-opening reality check. You're like, wait a minute. My money going to what? We going to the booty bandit rights. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I don't want to be disrespectful. But then we got money going to other countries. For a movement of what? That has nothing to do with American people. You got your money going to other things. I don't want to say because it could be offensive. You realize we just work we basically work to get violated. That's basically what they do with our taxes. They violate us. If people don't move as a team out here, which we don't, they're going to keep doing it. It is what it is. But I take my hats off, and the prayers go out to the people in government right now that out of work, but they're no different than the other people that are out here struggling. Now they just got to feel the same pain as the people that's been laid off in tech and also in other areas that's been laid off that can't find a job. Sad, man. Peace and love. Like and subscribe.